France is not just a country. It is a feeling, a slow morning with sunlight touching ancient stone walls, a golden sunset melting into vineyards, a quiet cafe where time pauses for a moment. Today, we are not just traveling across France. We are stepping into stories carved in stone, painted in lavender, and whispered by the sea. Let's begin. This beautiful place is Paris, the city of light. The moment you arrive, the skyline greets you with the elegant silhouette of the Eiffel Tower rising above the city like a quiet guardian. But Paris is not just about one monument. It is a city where every street corner feels like a movie scene. The Louvre stands proudly, home to thousands of artworks, including a certain mysterious smile that has captivated the world for centuries. Walk along the Seine at dusk, and you'll see why poets never ran out of words here. The bridges glow, musicians play softly, and Montmartre sits high above the city, once home to artists like Picasso and Van Gogh, who found inspiration in its narrow streets. Paris doesn't rush you, it invites you to sit, sip, and simply exist. This popular tourist destination is Mont Saint-Michel. Rising dramatically from tidal waters in Normandy, this medieval island looks like something straight out of a fantasy novel. When the tide comes in, it becomes completely surrounded by water, making it appear as if it's floating. Monks began building the abbey here over 1,000 years ago. Imagine the determination it took to construct such a masterpiece on a rocky island. As you climb the winding stone pathways toward the abbey at the top, every step feels like walking back in time. When the sun sets and the golden light hits its ancient walls, Mont Saint-Michel feels less like a place and more like a legend. This beautiful place is the French Riviera, also known as the Côte d'Azur. Here, the Mediterranean Sea glows in impossible shades of blue. The promenade in Nice stretches along the coast where palm trees sway gently in the breeze. In Cannes, the same red carpet once walked by film stars becomes part of your everyday view. And just a short drive away, Monaco rises with luxury yachts lining the harbour. A playground for royalty and dreamers alike. Artists like Henri Matisse once lived here, mesmerized by the light. But beyond glamour, the Riviera is about simple pleasures. Salty air, fresh seafood, and sunsets that make you forget everything else. This beautiful place is Provence. If France had a fragrance, it would smell like Provence in summer. Endless fields of lavender stretch toward the horizon, turning the landscape into a sea of purple waves. Hilltop villages like gourds seem frozen in time, their stone houses glowing golden under the sun. Sunflowers follow the daylight here, and vineyards quietly produce wines that carry centuries of tradition. Markets spill over with olives, fresh bread, and local cheese. The rhythm of life here is gentle, almost poetic. This popular tourist destination is the Loire Valley. Often called the Garden of France, this region feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Grand chateaux rise beside calm rivers, their towers and turrets reflecting in the water. Château de Chambord, with its elaborate Renaissance design, was once visited by Leonardo da Vinci himself. Yes, the same genius who painted the Mona Lisa also left his creative mark in this valley. Cycling through the vineyards or walking through castle gardens, you begin to understand why French royalty chose this region as their playground. This beautiful place is Alsace. Here, colorful half-timbered houses line cobblestone streets, looking like they belong in a storybook. The town of Colmar feels almost unreal with canals flowing gently between pastel buildings. Because Alsace changed hands between France and Germany several times in history, you'll notice a fascinating blend of cultures, French elegance mixed with German precision. And during winter, Strasbourg hosts one of Europe's oldest Christmas markets, turning the city into a glowing wonderland of lights and wooden stalls. This popular tourist destination is Normandy. Wide beaches stretch along the coast, but these sands carry powerful memories. In 1944, the D-Day landings here changed the course of World War II. Walking along Omaha Beach today, you feel both the calm of the sea and the weight of history. But Normandy is not only about remembrance. The cliffs of Etretat rise dramatically above the water, shaped over millions of years into natural arches and pillars. In Normandy, nature and history stand side by side. This beautiful place is Lyon. Often called the culinary capital of France, Lyon is where food becomes art. Hidden traboules, secret passageways built centuries ago, connect old Renaissance buildings in Vieux-Lyon. The Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière watches over the city from above, offering panoramic views where two rivers meet. This popular tourist destination is the French Alps. Home to Mont Blanc, Western Europe's highest peak, the Alps feel majestic and untouchable. In winter, snow blankets the mountains and skiers carve paths through powdery slopes. In summer, hiking trails reveal turquoise lakes hidden between towering peaks. Chamonix, one of the oldest ski resorts in the world, sits quietly beneath Mont Blanc's icy crown. Standing there, you realize how small you are, and how beautiful that feeling can be. The Alps remind you that nature doesn't need decoration. It is already perfect. This beautiful place is Bordeaux. Elegant 18th century buildings line its wide streets, reflecting in the mirror-like water of Place de la Bourse. But Bordeaux's true magic lies beyond the city. in rolling vineyards that stretch for miles. Some of the world's most prestigious wines are born here. Families have cultivated these lands for centuries, perfecting the craft bottle by bottle. A glass of Bordeaux wine is not just a drink. It is the taste of history, soil, and patience. And if your heart still wants more, Strasbourg bridges cultures with its stunning cathedral and European Parliament. Annecy charms with its alpine lake, so clear it mirrors the mountains. Corsica, an island of wild beauty, was the birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte. France is layered, romantic yet powerful, calm yet dramatic, modern yet deeply rooted in history, from Parisian cafes to alpine peaks, from lavender fields to golden beaches, from medieval abbeys to royal castles. France is not just about sightseeing. It is about feeling something shift inside you. It is about standing on a quiet bridge in Paris at night and realizing the world is larger and more beautiful than your worries. Like this video if you felt transported. Subscribe for more cinematic journeys around the world. And tell me in the comments, which destination in France would you visit first? Until the next adventure, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and always satisfy your soul.